Hello guys, it's me, Ellen from the Winding Leaf from Berlin, Germany, and it's September just started and it's still a little bit, already chilly at night and in the early morning hours, so that means the next couple of days I have to schlep all my patio plants inside and need to find places for them again. I tried to in the last 3-4 months to not put new plants in those now freed up spaces because the plants are standing outside. So I try to make it easier for me when I have to bring everything back inside. So let's see how that goes. I will keep you updated. But for today I decided to make a little video about the tiny collection of variegated plants that I have, because in general I'm not like a huge fan of plants with white or yellow leaf structures. For some reason it's just not, doesn't float my boat, but you can't help it, and then you end up with variegated plants nonetheless without even trying, and then you come to love them. And today I'm going to share my little extra plant babies with you. So the first one, as nobody can be surprised, is a very wonderful Florida ghost. So I saw this video that Katie Allen did a couple of weeks ago about the new story that there is a Florida ghost white and the Florida mint as a ghost mint. And I can tell you again, like she already did, there's no such thing as a Florida mint, because what happens is, so this leaf, so the first leaves you get are green. Then you get leaves that are already a little bit yellow, but then they get green over time, but sometimes they also stay. So this could be classified as a mint colored leaf, this as well. But then you have this one, very minty, and then you get two almost, as this was almost white when it started, but then now it fades to green, also greenish. And also with this is the latest leaf was completely white. It emerged 2.5 weeks ago, and you already see here in the middle that it starts, the green chlorophyll starts to emerge. And also here there's a new leaf coming, probably will be also almost white, and then fade to green, not fade to black, fade to green over time. By the way, this plant, really I got it in the plant swap from Smar from the UK, and she sent it to me. It was a tiny baby, it had 2 leaves or something like that, and was last November, and since then this happened. So it's a fabulous grower. If you can get your hands on one of those plants, I would highly recommend it. And the trick, I believe, this goes for all variegated plants, but for this one especially, is I keep it directly on the window that gets the most light. I kept it here the whole summer, and it loved it. So I checked once in a while if it's not getting sunburned or anything. It didn't. It just produced leaf after leaf. So lots of light, can also be bright light. Where I live, maybe not in Austin, Texas, bright light style. Water it, especially the terracotta pot, water it every 2 days, check it, and then act accordingly. And also this plant, because it's next to a window, I turn it quite regularly, so the growth does not just emerge from one side. Yeah, there you go. Plant number 1. I only have 3 or so variegated plants, so it will be all good. So the next one is this the new the new plant girl or in town is this fabulous Philodendron Birkin that I saw like already a couple of months ago and was not too impressed with it. Like lots of people were, and also price were like, I was like, okay, whatever, because almost looks like a golden, like a pothos. The leaves and the growth structure so far does not look very exciting. But then they had in one online shop had it for like on clearance instead of 20 euros for like €8.99. So this one. In this size, so I said, okay, there's this, you know, I mean, what can you do? You cannot make a mistake for €8.99. And I must say, it looks very nice and dainty and delicate in person. So what is most interesting for me is because this is a new hybrid plant. Nobody has a big one yet, so there are no pictures anywhere how this plant is going to look when it's a little bit more grown. So when it loses, hopefully it's this bushy grow pattern, because what I already see here is like there are aerial roots coming out. So this is like at least three separate plants in one. The aerial roots coming out, and here maybe you can see it looks almost like the beginning of like not a stem, but you know how the Philodendron Burley Max is growing, it like this, and then the leaves emerge from this, so maybe it grows a little bit, you know, more high. And then let's see what those plants what the plant is going to look like, so how the grow pattern emerges. This is the most interesting part for me about this plant. Also, it's if you have a variegated plant, put it in as much sunlight as the plant can handle without this, you know, affecting it negatively, that the pendulum swings the other side, because with those white leaves, they need more sunlight than if it would be all green, as you can imagine, obviously. All right, so now I'm going to take you with me and show you my other plant that is variegated, and I just bought it not because of that. It had like a couple of white flecks, and now it turns out, I will show you in a minute, and yeah, bear with me. So guys, this is she. This is a Monstera, Standleyana, and she also called sometimes Monstera Cobra or something like that in online shops. I mean, the naming in those online shops, anyway, it's like sometimes you see things, you think, oh my God, whatever. So especially when it comes to Pothos, Syndapsis, Philodendrons, they're very creative and exchange those names. Anyway, we are not here to talk about that. So what I'm trying to tell you is, so when I bought this plant, the leaves looked like this, you know? So I just bought it because it's a Monstera, not because it has like little spots of splashed paint color looking leaves. Just bought it because I like Monsteras. And I said, okay, whatever, it has, you know, white speckles on the leaves. Nothing will come from it. And then something came from it. All of this is what is happening. So normally you have one, in a normal plant, you have one leaf emerging, like, let me show you. So, as you can see here with this green one. So one leaf after the other emerges normally. You would expect this also to happen here. No. What happened here on this white variegated extraness was that this plant, for the last, I'm not kidding you, 4 months, was developing like a thing like this. And then it tried to unfurl all of those 5 leaves at once. So it took forever. And then all of this, you know, so this I don't know, steak, I don't know, this one emerged, and then all the leaves were like curled up for weeks and weeks and weeks. And then this plant you see here is the last one that is trying to unfurl. But all of this happened at once. So this is a very extra special Monstera, I believe, that does not convey to convention and doesn't follow also conventional wisdom. And it's only this one. So this strand has the heavy variegation in it. The other ones emerge green as normal. So if you can find a plant like this, in Germany it cost, this was 20 euros, I believe, in this size, but I think it was also a very good price for it. I would highly recommend it, and it already came on this pole because I think this plant really needs to grow on something upwards. Yeah, so this was my Monstera Standleyana, and now I'm showing you one other plant that is not really a variegated plant, but it fits with the colorful theme of today. So let me take you to it. So this, my friends, is a Dracaena called Mike. I mean, this is or whatever. I would be interested to know if it's a cultivar or why it's called Mike or what's happening. Anyway, it's a very limey Dracaena that when I look at plant leaf that have those colors, I'm inclined to think they look a little bit sickly if it's like yellowish, but this has enough like lime green in it that my brain thinks it looks very happy and not sick, and that's why I snatched it up when I saw it. So this is really cool. Also, this plant grows, let me get a little bit back, in like this nice, let me show you this. It's right now sitting on the cat food container, so I can show it to you. You see? It has this nice height difference from the back to the front, so it cascades down, and so I like it very much. So I'll let you know how this goes. And apparently this Dracaena needs a lot of water, so it also sits like in a moss earth thingy, and it said on the pot it needs to stay moist. So let's see what they mean with means to stay moist, and not that I don't drown it. So guys, thank you for staying with me and watching my little variegated plant tour. I mean, I don't know if you can call it a plant tour with only a couple of plants, but it is what it is. So if you get your hands on a Florida ghost that is has an okay price, get one, put it in sunlight and see the magic happening. And the magic, you know what I mean. Anyway, thank you for watching. See you next time. Bye bye.